when you walk through the streets of a place like Chorkor, there are a number of things you will see. I mean, while you find some dressmakers going about their business, some transport operators also going about their business, it is very common to see young men, young girls, young boys, huddling about, either talking or not really engaging in any productive activity. Likely that they possibly maybe have jobs later on in the day, or some are possibly unemployed. I'm here to talk to some of the youth here to find out what they make of the fact that there is a belief that idle hands are likely to be lured to engage in some violent acts. I have here with me one of the young men here. Okay. Now, are you employed?
No, please.
Okay. And you live here?
Yes, please.
Okay. Why are you unemployed?
Since I completed school, I've been making the attempt of applying for a job, but the opportunity never came.
There is a report that youth that are unemployed are likely or can be lured into doing some violent acts. We see it happen during the political seasons. I mean, what do you make of that? The fact that they're saying young people like yourself can be lured with some small cash to engage in violent acts because you don't have a job.
Issues like this normally brings about pushes people to commit violence acts. Such as killing and robbing.
So when you look around, the people that can be described as unemployed range from people who have no skills at all, people who have no education at all, but then you also have individuals who have attained some level of education, masters, undergrad, senior high, and are still unemployed. They do not have work but are actively looking. I have here with me a gentleman who has graduated from the university and is still looking for a job I can't find.
I completed university 4 years ago. Okay. I did my national service at Tigo. After that, we need to all come to the house because they said they don't need it. They don't need our service. So we just have to come to the house and be in the house. We've written a couple of application letters here and there, but to no avail. And up to now, we're still in the house looking for a job.
So you've been looking for how long?
For 4 years now.
Persons who are unemployed, there is the likelihood that they could be lured, with money, because you're looking for money. I mean, how are you going to eat? Be lured into some, violent acts or some other, uncouth behavior. What do you say to that? Is that what you see?
The Bible even says that the devil find job for the idle-handed. So therefore, if you're not doing anything, you're in the house and your hands is in your pocket. Anything that comes with money, because you're hungry, you don't have any money to eat, to spend. Sorry. So when the person comes out, maybe I want you to do something, so I give you possibly do it because you need money. How can you survive when you don't have money? So that's the whole truth.
Now the fear is that in Nigeria and other West African countries, there's some level of extremism in those parts, Burkina Faso and the likes. By Ghana we are safe, but there's fears that if the unemployment situation continues, the young people you find on the streets in the afternoon like this can be lured into doing some violent acts. Do you think that is possible if things don't change?
It's possible if things don't change. It's really possible because for now, if the youth are unemployed for long, they'll be lured to do that. That's the simple truth. That's the secret. So the youth really have to do something. We are pleading with our president, our leaders, to really help us to do something about this situation. It's really, really pathetic.
Now, violent extremism, according to some quarters, can be attributed to a lot of factors, some being social and economic marginalization, political tensions, religious tensions, amongst others. Now, for a lot of people in Ghana, the thing that can lead to some violent extremism has been identified as youth unemployment. Now behind me I have a lot of youth within the Chorkor area, and as they all say, they're currently unemployed. I want to speak to them to find out, is it true? Is it true that indeed they are unemployed? What are they doing about their unemployment status, and would they be lured or possible? Is it possible for them to be lured to join some extremist group if indeed the opportunity comes up? Charlie, how you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Are you employed?
No, I'm not employed. I'm self-employed.
Sure, you have youth. You've grown up with some of your friends who are unemployed.
Yeah. Plenty, a lot.
A lot, which means unemployment is prevalent in the Chorkor area.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but I mean, how concerning is it for you? You are self-employed. I don't know what exactly do you do?
Yeah, I sell dresses and stuff, bags, shoes online.
Oh, nice.
And I do a lot too. I'm a graphic designer too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Very enterprising young man. Now, a lot of your friends are unemployed. How troubling is it, and how are they surviving?
Oh yeah, they are surviving though, but I mean, you know how the thing is. The Game Boys and stuff, because that's what they use to get money now, you understand? So the browsing is what they use to do the thing, you understand? So now it's very troubling because I mean, you know, now because of Sakawa and stuff, a lot of boys are engaging in that stuff, you understand? So that is killing more of our youth, you understand? And that is not good for the area. So you can even see that a lot of the guys are in the house right now as we speak. You can see when you were coming, you can see that they were sitting down and stuff because nothing is going on, you know, nothing there.
For you, the concern is that if the youth in Chorkor and other parts of Ghana are not, you know, giving jobs, they might be convinced to go or commit violent and extremist acts. Do you think that's possible?
Yes, that's very possible. Sometimes, even through our area itself, we have a lot of people that they have been stealing each and every blessed day. That which is killing us very well here, and it's very disturbing because you go and suffer at the market. When you come home, maybe you are coming to sleep, you are very tired. When you sleep just a minute, no, they will come and pick you.
Maybe the last time
oh, ona ke mi no Jimmy Asuare, mi oni ke nchumo contract ko ba bentashi. Loko ya no mata boy sati mo fiam mo Citi gbe no ba men ko me ame tuni lo ame fe loko lo o no if you ko to ba na girlfriend pa lo jolly po these people, we are poor people, we don't get money wo yin shika lo amenye po ame ko ncha me pa me ba ame na ga si o men na mo ji ame
ebinum titia bebre omu nye juma, they don't have a work doing. Omu tia omu nye hwe o say ebia nipa na wakosku wawie onye ejuma bia obetina si ebia obeko hwehwe ejuma onye ejuma obesa befie won enti money pe bebre scam no
internet fraud.
Fraud omu fraudi because say omu pay ejuma yo ba sesia ojuma na omu nyanti omu fraudi won ama ebia ubeko bebia enfata say uko because obeko edrosu because of onye ejumanti obeko edrosu akoye skedro ana fraud sisi ase ye di tupo be she ni sense okoku nipa na amani ska obe nipa bebre because someone ensure in life omu nim say bia anyame wo crap oh
All right. That's why. All right, so there you have it. We spoke to a couple of them. Essentially, some of them are self-employed, some of them are footballers, not active footballers. Some of them also don't have anything to do. But then they know people who, because of a lack of, employment, are engaged in all sorts of things, drugs, internet fraud, and the likes. So it is indeed the case that, okay, now violent extremism is not an option. But if the situation continues, like some of them are saying, some people could potentially be lured. Ghana is generally known as a peaceful country. When you speak of violent extremism, you normally would think of Iraq, Syria, or sometimes Nigeria, but never Ghana. But then, as a new report by the NCCA shows, we are not immune. Now, a lot of people are concerned when it comes to unemployment, especially the unemployed youth themselves, but also leadership within communities that have an abundance of youth, bustling with energy that don't have jobs, are also concerned. I'm here and we'll be speaking to the some of the leadership of the Chorkor community, traditional leadership. Yeah, Chimwina. Yes, sir. I have here with me the secretary and also the development chief within the space. And I just want to find out from them what the unemployment situation is like in their community and how concerned they are. Can you speak to us?
The unemployment situation is alarming in this community. The devil finds work for the idle hands. So if most of our youth are engaged, I don't think that thing will happen. But when they sit down idle, going round idle, at least this
They'll be forced to engage in some.
They will be forced to do that. Those notorious guys can come and recruit them. They will use money as a bait or to entice them. Since the person sits at home and does nothing, the little money you give, he or she is ready to do whatever you require from him or her.
I mean, you live in this community. I'm sure you want the community to flourish. But now you have a lot of youth who are unemployed. I saw some of them playing draft, people walking around. What are some of the activities they're engaged in that troubles you because they're not employed?
They are into so many things. Some are on drugs, some are in lesbianism and other things. And we think it's not helping the community. Master, it's not easy. You have a son, he has finished school, long time, he's in the house. If you wake up morning, you give him maybe 20 Ghana cedis in the morning. In the evening, you come and chop in the house. Whilst at this age, he's supposed to work. So these are the problems that we are facing.
So there you have it. The leadership of the community, is also worried about the fact that able-bodied young men and women are unable to find jobs. They have been asked to be proactive, but also government has been called upon to, put systems in place to also provide, some jobs so that the youth can be productively engaged, so that they cannot be lured into some unproductive and dangerous, violent extremist activities. You're still watching the Citi Newsroom.